Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Our Nightmare Toys podcast, episode 10. Today we have
Christy,
Dylan,
The Shape,
and we're going to talk about a little movie that came out that we've all sat down and watched. Everybody's waiting to hear what Christy thinks about this.
I think they want to hear what we all have to think, or think about it. But yeah.
So we're going to talk about Halloween Kills today, and if you don't want to know any spoilers, we're gonna go through the whole movie. So
there will be spoilers.
Yeah,
yes.
You might want to shut us down if you don't want to know what the spoilers are. And anyway, he doesn't die because there's going to be another movie. So if you didn't know that. So let's go with Brian first. What did you think of Halloween Kills?
Honestly, I think I was probably the most excited one of us to see it when they were promoting it, just because I loved the 2018 one so much. And then I finally got to go see it over the weekend. Experience completely ruined by a family, which totally killed the vibe of the movie, to where I tried to rewatch it at home, and it just I was just like, all right, it is what it is. But there were some aspects I liked about it. I liked the whole flashbacks to 78. My only issue was that it just kept intercutting. I rather had all that at the very beginning rather than just
chopping it up,
randomly put places.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that was my issue with the flashbacks too, was just the pacing of going back to it and not once I was in the flashbacks I enjoyed them, but it pulled me out a lot. It was just weird pacing.
Yeah, so I think it would have been better for them to just get all that at the beginning and then just hop right into present time. I liked Thomas Mann, who was chosen for the sheriff. He was good and does look like a young Will Patton. Thomas Mann.
Okay.
I already forgot the
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Okay, I thought we were talking about Brackett.
No. And then the cosplayer that they got to be Michael was spot on. That it was from the 78. That was cool. And then the reintroduction of Loomis was probably my favorite thing of the whole movie. And I like that it was all practical effect, practical makeup and everything, rather than just doing the Disney route where they just CGI him.
Right.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't do CG.
I'm glad they didn't.
The makeup looked good.
Yeah, the makeup was really good, and I think it was weird that you had the actor there dressed up, and then they hired someone else to do the voiceover. I guess that's the new thing now, is you're a voiceover actor because you sound like the original actor.
Yeah, people do that a lot. You have someone who looks a certain way, and you need someone to do the voice. It's like Darth Vader or whatever. That happens a lot with stuff like that. Yeah. So, but then flash into present day film. Honestly, I would have taken out 80 minutes of the movie. There was a lot of shit in there that they didn't need. You could tell they just forced it in. Just be like, oh yeah, hire by account, cool. I'm I don't care. I don't care about a nurse playing with a drone with her husband and be like, oh, there's a guy in our bathroom with a mask. I'm like, why are you still in the house? Get the fuck out. I thought the drone was funny.
I thought Anthony Michael Hall was completely wasted, which is sad because when we met him 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago?
It was in October. It was last year.
Yeah.
It was last year, because at Days of the Dead.
Yeah. So he seemed really excited for the movie, and then you finally see the movie, and he's just phoning it in. He just didn't care. He's like, yeah, it's a paycheck. Why not?
I thought he was trying.
Yeah.
He looked like he was trying.
I mean, maybe. There was a lot of issues with the script.
Yeah, there was a lot of cringy dialogue and some not so good acting, but
and then the kills were really cool. They weren't lying about that. There were some brutal kills
Yeah,
With
that's
it.
not why I like Halloween movies though.
But then, like, I don't know, it just like got to the end, and rather than being a Michael Myers movie, it kind of became like a Frankenstein movie, where the village just like uproared.
Yeah, that was my favorite part about the movie. So like I liked it. I wanted to like it a lot more. Like I also really loved 2018, and so I was excited for it. And so I really wanted to like it a lot. And I did like it. I just wish that I liked it more. But my favorite aspect of it was that like Monsters on Maple Street, like bandwagon, where like that mob mentality or whatever, where like the whole town, like they like Richard Ramirez his ass.
Yeah.
So like I like that aspect of them going out and trying, like, you know, everyone's always talking about like lately online, everyone's making fun of the whole Evil Dies Tonight thing, and it didn't really bother me, like how like they said it so many times and all that. Like it's that kind of thing, like from like in 1984 or whatever, like where like they have that like daily hate or whatever, and like so there's this like herd mentality of everyone is like screaming and everyone gets behind it and they like latch onto that slogan or whatever. And like that was like the sad part of the movie for me. Like my favorite part of the movie, but it was sad, was when that like other mental patient kills himself. And they did a really good job with that, where everyone's chasing him after and they're trying to stop it, and like they all get turned into the monsters, you know. Like I thought that was really cool. But and
then
sad.
they ruin it though, then, because like they show like him completely destroyed.
Yeah, they went like really
done,
gratuitous
like,
with it.
Depressing music or something with everyone just in shock.
Yeah, when they showed him all like on the, like there was a lot of like kind of unnecessary like gratuitous violence in it, I thought. And like that was one thing, like with that, like with his head all smashed out and everything and like super messed up. It was kind of unnecessary because it kind of killed this like sad vibe that I had. But they did a good job of making him really sympathetic, but then also scary in that moment. Like when he's like that kid and he's all like scared and he's like around the wall and he like puts his hand and she's like trying to help him, but it's like, dude, he's still a psychopath. Like he was still locked up. Like he might kill you. And so you're all like scared for a minute. And then it's like, no, he really is just like this innocent child that needs help. And then he like they just freaking kill him. It's like pretty upsetting.
Yeah,
it's upsetting, but I feel like they put that in the movie just to add some type of story.
It was the red herring
story to this
for the movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was my favorite. It was my favorite part of it. I thought it was cool that they brought that character back from 2018.
Yeah,
like if you remember, he's like got the umbrella and he's all like freaking out, and he only shows him for a couple shots in that first scene. So I thought it was interesting that they like kind of like, well, let's bring like another, like, you know, possibly violent mental patient from the same bus or whatever, and they kind of called it back. And so I thought that was cool. And I liked Big John and Little John. I thought that they were funny. I enjoyed it, but I think it could have been cut down. It could have been better for sure.
It could have been a brisk like 80-minute movie rather than
that doesn't happen
whatever it is, an hour 50 or something like that.
I mean, that's just how long movies are today.
I know.
But I mean, it's annoying. I think all horror movies or action movies should be 90 minutes or less. But
There's the point in which this is what really made me mad about the movie is that in the flashback sequence you see the one officer with the billy club hit Michael 3 times. Michael goes down like a sack of bricks. Mm-hmm. Then the entire mob beats him down, and he becomes like a Terminator.
Yeah, well, that plays into what Christy really hated about the movie, right? We'll let you go on your rant.
Yeah, well, in a
second,
moment.
But I do want to say one thing.
No, y'all go right ahead.
My favorite moment in the movie was probably really stupid for most people, but I just thought it was really funny. Is in like the first flashback scene when the young Hawkins gets his gun caught in the spider webs, and he's like, spider webs. And I just like, that's my favorite moment in the whole movie. End.
For
spider webs.
For me personally, if I was editing this movie, I would edit it on the cut of Karen stabbing the knife into Michael. I would have just stopped it right there rather than continuing. All that,
or that pitchfork. She should have just put that pitchfork in like the back of his neck and just like got him like just like totally pinned on the stairs and just fucking killed him.
So, but like just like the spot of her like stabbing Michael and just cut it to black right there. But they continued on. Michael goes on his rampage. Somehow mysteriously, no one hears the screams or anything. Michael walks back 2 blocks, somehow gets into the house.
That whole
and
tagged on
kills
ending with
Karen. Like that should have been the opening for Halloween Ends, because at that point you would be like, all right, no one's safe.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was a
Good
weird
point.
tacked on ending. It could have been the opening, even though Halloween Ends should just be an H3 remake.
I agree with that.
I agree.
But
Which
At this point.
they're already talking about Halloween Ends, and they've already said they're jumping 4 years, so that's present day. They're talking about the pandemic and stuff. I'm just like, so it just ends with Karen being killed.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You know, John had an interesting thing. We kind of talked about it for a bit. And we realized that they couldn't because of dialogue in 2018. But it would be cool if they just like bait and switched everybody, and Halloween Kills was like a whole like 1978 in between movie. Like if they just stayed in 78 the whole time and just like kept going, and then so like they put out these like trailers for this whole movie, but then really that movie is just Halloween Ends, and Halloween Kills could have just been this like in between like whole flashback sequence where like that younger Hawkins is like the main character or something. But then we realized we just couldn't do that because in 2018 like they talk about how 5 people were murdered that night, and so you can't then kill a bunch of more people, and then it would have fucked up their timeline. But I thought it would be fun though. I would still watch it.
What's your favorite kill?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I guess the kicking the door.
The kick in the door and
face,
she shoots
because
herself.
It was funny.
That is easily the funniest kill
Yeah.
in that entire movie.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I would say probably the nurse, just because he's like trying to strangle him with his rubber stethoscope.
Yeah.
Oh right.
And then Michael's just like looking at him like, doink.
Yeah. The town really did not utilize how many guns they had.
Yeah.
It's like the like at the end with the whole mob is like attacking, and it's like, okay, I know like 12 of you have guns. Like stand 10 feet away, just shoot the shit out of him. Like why
Right.
would you even go after him with anything but a gun at this point?
Exactly.
I was saying, and then I never noticed it in the movie, but then I saw like a photo from like a different angle, and one of them had like an iron that they were going to use to beat up Michael.
That's
Like,
cool.
What's an iron going to do?
I don't know. I like the whole like town taking up the pitchforks and like turning into monsters. Like I do like that idea. I like, and it's like he's this like Haddonfield boogeyman that's like, you know, whatever haunted them for 40 years, and it's this thing, and everything's coming. Like the whole town gets together to like go and Richard Ramirez him. So I like that idea. It just wasn't really followed through completely.
It was not executed well.
Yeah, it wasn't
was
executed well.
so cheesy for me.
All right, go, Christy.
Lay it upon
We're
us.
gonna
Get
be
it.
here for a while.
So,
Get it.
Yeah. So
all right. So my overall rating is a C minus.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
So what would you give it out of a 10 then?
I would say a 6.
Oh.
Or a really weak 7 technically if it's a C minus. It's 70%.
C. No, a 7
D
for me
plus?
is a C plus. I don't know. I would say a 6. Like I said, there's aspects I like, but then a lot of it I would just taken away.
It could have been really good. And again, you might have not liked it either way because you're not really you don't like the 2018 movie. You don't really like that timeline. So I think either way you probably wouldn't have liked it. But I really liked 2018, so I really wanted to like it. And I did like it, but I think on a second viewing I won't like it as much. But second funniest part, I have this knife. Big John. I love Big John and Little John. Thought they were hilarious.
Yeah.
And I like the H3 that moment with the kids fuck with them. Like that whole like trick that they play on him, and obviously you got the H3 masks and all that. So I like that, and I just like Big John and Little John. I like how the idea of them like turning the Myers house into this like really like nice like
Nice
like
little
super
home.
nice
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I just like those characters.
Yeah.
Thought they were really
Just-
funny.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
didn't bother me, no.
Little
I
John
liked it
just
too.
like there's someone in our house.
Yeah, and there's
And it's not a kid.
yeah, just Big John, Little John. Like I don't know. It's just great. I have this.
I just
knife.
kept waiting for him to go, look what I can do. That's all I saw when I saw him. I was like,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite bits.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of weird, though, too, that they open up and he kills the entire fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every firefighter was dead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which, I don't know. I mean,
At
you
that
could get a
point-
couple of them, and then, I mean, none of the guys with the chainsaws or the axes and
Yeah.
nobody
They all
could,
just got
nobody
screwed
hit
up.
him.
Yeah, last I checked, most firefighters are pretty well built. But
Yeah.
But at the same
or
time-
would have got the hell away from him.
Yeah,
I was gonna say just run.
yeah,
you don't
like-
have to, you're not a cop. You don't
Right.
have to fight this
Like,
dude.
yeah.
You can just run.
at the time where you see the first guy just get lifted in the air, I'm dropping everything and running.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, this isn't my job.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of over the top. And then the end, where the whole town is around him and he just manages to just get away. And the other thing is, they had all the guns and all that stuff, and nobody shot anybody. So
I was like, the
couple
one guy
of them, but
shot him 6 times.
well,
yeah, there was a few, but it was just like, okay, he's on, like, I mean, and that's just the classic horror thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's every slasher does this, where it's like, he's down, shoot him in the head like 8 times right now, like just blow his head away, and like, so that's every movie, so it can't really fault it too much for that, I guess. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just one of those frustrating things where you're in your chair and you're just like, just shoot the crap out of him. Like, it's all, I mean, but it goes back to the first movie too, where it's like she stabs him once with a thing and then she's like, and just drops the knife, and it's just like, stop doing that. Like, bring it home.
Yeah.
And the other part when Jamie Lee Curtis shoots herself up with a whole vial of morphine.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, and she's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, it makes the pain go away.
Yeah, she just,
Over the top.
that was just a bit much. And then, I don't know, the whole hospital scene was kind of weird. Yeah, and it didn't make any sense. And then you just get up and rip everything out of your arms and walk around for a minute and then go, oh, well, I better go get back in my
knee one guy in the stomach.
bed. And,
I was saying,
I don't know. It was just kind of over the top and just so unrealistic that, I mean, I know it's a horror movie, like Dylan said. That's kind of how it goes. But nobody was recording everything on their phone either. You didn't see that, and which was what would be happening now. And there was no police. There was no order in the hospital. Just 100 people or 200 people can just storm the hospital, and I don't know. It was just kind of weird and pointless to the movie. But let's break it on down now.
So, we all know that I do not like this movie at all. Like he said, the whole movie is completely over the top. I hate it. I hated 2018 because I hate the storyline. The storyline, or whatever they're trying to say, which seemed completely forced in Kills, they're just trying to make up something because they took away the storyline of him being his sister, which was perfectly fine. It gave him a reasoning to go after Lori. I like that. We could have just kept playing off of that, but we did not. We decided to change the whole original story and come up with some cockamamie storyline that doesn't make sense. And this whole movie was only made to be a filler between 2018 and ends. And it was just, here's Michael, here's Michael, here's Michael, here's Michael.
Hey, no
I'm going to kill, and then I'm going to show my mask. Oh, wait, let me show the other side. And then here's the other side. And then I'm going to kill again. I mean, that's all it was. Judy Greer, which I hated in 2018, her performance was a little better in this one, so that was okay. And then she dies. Yay. And the whole mob scene, that was just stupid and ridiculous. It was just like they're just trying to get a sideshow freak back to the circus. It was just dumb, over the top. I wanted to like Anthony Michael Hall in this because I was excited about him being in it. I was excited about them bringing back the other characters. Hated all of it. Anthony Michael Hall was completely over the top. It doesn't even seem like Tommy Doyle would be like that to me. I feel like as an adult and him doing this, he would be more scared. They would all be more scared. But he was just like, oh yeah, I'm Negan now with a bat. Whatever. So dumb. And then the only thing I really liked about it was, the H3 kids, the masks, them being in it. They were cool. Yeah, the kills were good. I'm not going to say they weren't. I love gore. Do not ever tell me that I don't like gore. I love gore. I love blood. That's what I live for. I don't need it in a Michael Myers movie. At all. Yeah. There was no blood in 78.
Yeah.
And I don't need all this over-the-top gore in these kills. Yes, they were cool. Yes, they were good. The special effects was good. And, Christopher Nelson did a great job on that. Yes. But I don't need it for my Michael Myers. It's not, I don't know. This just isn't Michael Myers. And I know that we wanted to change things up or whatever, but this is not a good way to change things up, in my opinion. I've watched 78 1 million times in my life. And for me, my storyline, and I'm sticking to it, is 1, 2, and H2O. And I rewatched part 2. Part 2 is the perfect, 100% perfect sequel to 78.
Man.
Perfect sequel. Makes sense. Everything makes sense about it. So we could have just played a movie off of part 2. But we didn't. We had to change the entire thing. Or we could have played off of H2O and just forget Resurrection. Or we could have just played off of Resurrection and did a continuous movie. I would have liked that better than what they have done with 2018 and Halloween Kills, which is all the same movie anyway. So, yeah, there's my opinion. I don't like it. I give it a 4, and I only give it a 4 because, yeah, the gore was good, even though I don't need it. Special effects were okay. James Jude Courtney, he does a good job being Michael. Okay. Flashback scene, yeah, it was decent. Okay. But yeah, it's a 4. I would rather watch Resurrection 24 hours on loop for fun than to ever watch 2018 Halloween Kills ever fucking again. I probably will.
There's children on here.
Sorry. I knew I would cuss. Yeah, I'll never watch these again. Will I buy it? I'll buy it because I'm a completionist. I bought 2018. I've only watched it twice. I watched it once in the theater, and I watched it once I bought it just to give it another try. Still hated it. And I'll never watch it again. If I want to watch a Michael Myers movie, a Halloween Michael Myers movie, it's going to be 1 through 5. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't come to our house and watch anything else.
H2O. I'm not... Okay, a lot of people don't think H2O is a good movie. Oh, it's in the 90s. Come on. It's a 90s movie with the 90s people in it. Whatever. But the storyline makes sense. She moved away from Haddonfield, which is what you would do if you were in that situation. She changed her name. She became an alcoholic. She became the head of a school. All of that is believable. All of that can be true. And then we should have just ended it there because she chopped his head off. But we had to make more money, so we had to make Resurrection, which then was like, okay, well, it's not Michael Myers who she chopped the head off of. So what are we going to do with ends? Chop his head off like we did in H2O? What are we going to do with it? How are we going to kill him? I am intrigued to know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued for ends because I do want to know how they're going to kill him. And at this point, you can only just chop his head off, which we already did.
Maybe he'll explode.
Melt him.
Yeah, I would say
Terminator 2 is
Laurie and Michael are going to blow each other up.
Yeah.
The storyline makes no sense. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. And now in Kills, Hawkins is trying to, oh, well, he's still coming because I didn't let the other cop shoot him. Really? That's it? That's what you can give us for a story?
Well,
whatever.
I bet in ends he's going to be wearing a COVID mask, and Jeff Bezos is going to fly him up to space, and it's going to be Michael Myers in space.
Yay! Because we have to do that because every franchise does that.
Exactly.
And then, to say, well, he gets stronger off of fear. That's Freddy Krueger.
And Pennywise.
And
10 other people.
So we do that, and then, like I said, Tommy Doyle's just trying to be a Negan and failed completely. Yeah, I know. I hate this movie.
Yeah. Well, and it makes...
I hate it worse than Resurrection.
I really would like to know if Tommy and Lindsay were supposed to be married, because both of them were wearing rings. And they never said. But yet they say that they're always, every year, they're there.
Her performance was bad, too.
Yeah.
The guy that played Lonnie, He was good.
He was good.
All right. I
well,
like him.
I know Kyle Richards is going to be back for Halloween Ends. I know that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. A lot of people are wondering if Karen is going to be Hawkins' like daughter now, like him and Lori hooked up, because they never explain her father. So
right.
Yeah. Well, he said like I wanted more, but we only kissed.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I think where we vary a lot is just on what Michael Myers is in general. Like I really don't like part 2, whereas you really like part 2. To me, like making him Laurie's sister was like a tragic misstep that kind of ruined the entire franchise for me. I kind of like him to just be pure evil. He's just like the embodiment of evil. Like he had a totally normal childhood for like 6 years, and then on Halloween night when the veil is thin or whatever, like somehow evil just made it into him and he just became pure evil, and that's why he doesn't talk and that's why he can't be killed. He's just this boogeyman that's just evil and without like a clear motive. And then so that is kind of one thing that I liked about the storyline, is ignoring all that and just making him evil. And then I liked in Kills where Hawkins is like, it's not about you, like he's just evil, like where like Laurie had this big thing where like she made her whole life about it, and where Michael probably didn't even, I mean, if anything, Laurie's just like the one that got away, and that's why he's maybe more interested in her. And then also like where she tried to shoot him and like didn't, in 2018, and then so then he was kind of after her, but then then he just got taken to the house, and like he always just wants to just go out, hunt, kill, and then just like go back to his home. Like he's just like, and that's just like the belly of the beast, like hell den. So I kind of like that idea better. So like I do like the storyline, and I like the direction that it went. I just think like this one just could have been better. It just could have been executed a lot better.
Well, it's just a filler for
for whatever
it was
ends
more of
is.
just a movie to showcase Michael.
Yeah.
Is all it was.
Yeah, it was
and the gore.
Yeah, I think that they were really just making it for like the Myers fans. Honestly, it was just like like here's Myers. He moves like Myers, which is, I mean, that's kind of how I felt about 2 as well. Like 2 was good because like Dick Warlock moved really well as Myers and it looked good and all that, and then it was just a bunch of kills, and so people wanted this like slasher film but with Myers, because they got used to the Jason movie and all that stuff. So it was like, okay, like now we're gonna make like just a slasher, and it was like they were ripping off the movies that were ripping them off. And then they like, so that's what 2 was to me, was just like this cash grab of like one location movie that we can just make for really cheap. We're going to make a lot of money off of it, and we're just going to show Myers just killing a bunch of people. And like that's kind of why I didn't like H2, other than the fact that I just don't like the whole sister angle. But like this one was kind of like, we know that the Myers fans are just obsessed with the mask. They want to see the mask. Like your point was like really spot on, where it was just like kill, here's this side of the mask, 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 I'm gonna go kill someone. Like they did that a lot.
Yeah, they did.
And like and I don't know, like I guess now that we're talking about the mask, like people were asking me like, now that I've seen the movie, if I'm gonna do another like rehaul and make it like screen accurate, and I'm like, probably not.
Honestly, I think the ones that you have done
are
to where we already sold 2 of them,
really good.
They look more like the movie than what Tots
put out.
and that's not a knock on them, because I'm sure they had the same thing where they were only given photos, like this is all you're getting.
Well, then it's just obviously those, when they make thousands and thousands of them a week, they just have to come up with a paint design that takes them 10 minutes. It's just a quick thing, like obviously it takes me a long time to do it, but I was a little like now seeing it, I guess with the ones that I do in the future, I'll make them a little more subtle. Like the ones that I've done, like the one side of the mask is like heavily burnt and really dark, and it just kind of like there was more white like on this side of the mask too, so you kind of get that like whole face thing, and then it's more or less just burnt over here. So I was like, now that I've seen it, like it'll alter kind of the way that I paint the rest of them, but not by a lot. Like like when I was doing that other one and the ones that I've done and since then, like I'm just doing it like, this is what I think looks cool, what I think would make the mask like look better. It's not always like, I'm never about like trying to make something screen accurate. I'm just trying to have fun with it and paint it in a way that I think looks cool. And so like I like it all kind of crispy and burnt up. And But yeah, I guess like I think like the biggest thing is just it just needs to be more brown and less like bright yellow. But like where they have like the black and everything stippled, like the Tots masks, like yeah, that works and just needs to be touched up a little bit, you know. But yeah, I don't know, like you know, I'll keep doing it because people keep buying them, but you know, I'm pretty burnt out on the Myers mask, and so, but still, when I'm watching the movie, like, of course, I'm like taking like mental notes, like watching it. So it's like as a mask fan and a Myers fan, like whenever I could get a good look at the mask, like, of course, it's like intriguing to me, but even then, it still got annoying. It was like they're just like, here's the mask, kill. Yeah. Here's the mask, here's the mask,
kill.
Yeah. So that was pretty annoying too, but yeah, I don't know. I liked it though, like, but I'm not like super excited to watch it again. Like for 2018, I saw it 3 times in the theaters. Like I was super stoked on it, and then when I watched it again when I got it at home, I started to like it less. But then when I just rewatched it to watch this movie, I liked it a lot again. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I keep going back and forth on that one.
I'm going to watch it one more time just because it's Halloween, but I'm going to do it either drunk or on edibles. Maybe I'll enjoy it more.
Only way to enjoy it at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, honestly, I'll probably watch it once more and then I'll be done until next year, just so I can watch the 18 and this one again before it kills.
Yeah,
or before
we
it
did
ends.
ruin them on going to the movies though.
Yeah,
because both of them hated watching the movie.
Yes.
I was next to 2 tons of pure annoyance.
Yes. I really wish I would have watched it at home. I think the only reason we did the theaters is because we wanted that experience of like all the chills and everything, and we didn't get it because it was ruined by other people.
I still love going to the movie theater. Like it's like church for me. Like it's the one communal place that I'll go and enjoy. But you know, it's funny. I like the comforts of the reclining chairs and the reserved seating and all that, but I honestly just miss when you had to buy your ticket, and if you wanted a good seat, you had to show up early.
Yeah.
And it was just you just pulled the thing down and sat there, and you just had nothing to do but watch the movie. And it's like, yeah, like the chairs are comfortable, but my bed is comfortable at home. Like I want to go to the movie theater. I don't want to go like somewhere and then have it be like a living room. And then that like scenario, like that setting for people makes people think that they're in their living room, and people act like they are. So it's like they're all like, the person next to me, I promise you, stared at his phone just scrolling through Instagram more than he watched the movie. Like 60 or 70% of the movie he was just on his phone. And then he had all of his crap. There was one seat in between us. He had all of his crap right there, and he would text whatever, and he would just put his phone face up like right next to me, and then it would just light up. And like I'm just watching a movie, and his phone would just continually light up, and then he'd just go and he'd just text, and he's just got this, and it's like, dude, why did you come here?
Right.
It's on Peacock. Like if you come here to watch a movie, like if you want to be in your living room, just do it in your living room. Like why are you here? It doesn't make any sense. Like, and so yeah, I was pretty annoyed with them, and someone just kept adjusting their chair. That's the other thing, like these freaking recliner chairs, they're loud and annoying and squeaky, and I swear, like anytime there was a quiet moment, just like like pick a spot and stick to it. Like I felt like Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when John Candy keeps adjusting his seat, and it's like, just find a spot and just stay there. And yeah, one point I was just like, you're the worst. Like I just looked at him, and that's all I said, and they got quiet for like 5 minutes, and then they were back to being annoying. But I was just like, you're literally the worst person to sit next to and watch a movie. You are horrible.
I'm sorry that
I was that's kind of the way we were, where we kept telling the people to shut up, which I get. Like, you have a 5-year-old kid with you, so we're not going to use language. But
why?
Why is there a 5-year-old kid here in a very R-rated movie? What kind of parents are you? And 2, after people are telling you to be quiet, why can't you be quiet?
No. Like, if you're going to bring your kid, like, you have an obligation to keep them quiet, dude. Like, but yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, I say let your kids watch whatever, whenever, but not at the expense of me enjoying
No,
my
I would
movie.
say let us enjoy the movies there.
Yeah.
They need to do like they did at the Chappelle show. You know, you had to put your phone in a
in the bag, and
Yeah.
you can't get
It's
into
just
the
crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like
Sit
there's no
down.
theaters with regular seats anymore. And again, I do like the convenience of just buying it on my phone and having a QR code and showing up, and you can skip the trailers. You can just show up like 15 minutes, 20 minutes after it's supposed to start and all that. Like, I get the convenience, but I miss when a movie was going to come out at midnight and it didn't come out at 7 p.m. It came out at midnight.
Right.
And if you had to
Yeah.
wait in line with a bunch of other fans that want to see that movie for like hours. If you want to get a good seat, you have to get there early, and this line goes down the street. It's like, I mean, it's nostalgia, whatever, but it's same with like Blockbuster or whatever. It's like we're losing like the it's
experience.
Just, the experience. It's just not like special. Like, it's not tangible anymore. It's just so just after the fact, and like there's just we've completely lost all respect for the cinema. There's just no respect for going and seeing a movie anymore. And it's because it's not special. It's they're like begging for people to come, so they're trying to make it like it's your living room.
Right.
And it's, I don't know, I already have a living room. Like, I want a
Yeah.
movie theater.
I don't know. So I'm pretty much not going to see a horror movie now in theaters unless it's either like the very first show or the last show, to where no one's going to be there.
Or if
Or we're doing a
the
private
auditorium
screening,
for-
Right, yeah.
or I have
We'll
a
just
way
do a
of
private
watching
screening.
it at home. Because I swear to God, if I go to see what's this next horror movie coming? I guess Antlers is the next one.
Oh, I
Looking
really
forward
want to
to.
see Antlers.
Antlers.
I
Yeah.
love Scott Cooper, and I love Guillermo del Toro. So, I'm really
So
excited.
we got that, and Last Night in Soho open the same day. So I'm going to see both of them. But I swear to God, if someone's talking during the movies, I will literally lose it.
Yeah, well, luckily, movies like Antlers, there won't be as many dummies in there. Like,
You would think.
you would think, but I mean, like, obviously, like, you know, if you're talking like, you know, Michael, Jason, Freddy, like,
Yeah.
basic, you
I was
know,
saying,
then
I'm
there's gonna
definitely
be a
not
lot
s-
of basic people there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing Scream.
Yeah, or
with
Scream
with
or
a group.
whatever, you know.
I was like,
Right.
I swear, like, if we can't do a private screen for Scream, I pray to God they have it on Paramount Plus.
Private screaming.
Yes, private screening. You had
we'll,
to.
we'll get and we just kind of I don't know, we had so much going
Yeah,
on.
there was a
Everybody
lot going on.
doing
Everyone's
something different.
weaving in and out.
In the theater.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll keep doing that because I'll never go to. I just won't do.
That's right. Just wait for January. You'll be doing custom Ghostface masks, buddy.
Yeah.
Nope. Will not be.
And then the next will be some Nightmare on Elm Street. Hey, do you do Freddy clubs?
But I mean, yeah, that's the thing
Yep.
about with Myers for me is, like, I do still like the masks. Like, you know, it's like the movies can, you know, I like the first Halloween, I like Halloween 3, and I like 2018, and then I have a soft spot for part 4. And other than that, as far as like the Myers stuff goes, I don't care. It's a guy in a white mask stabbing people, and there's only so many ways you can tell that story, and people can act like it's not that, but it is. And like, so I really enjoy, like, I mean, I could watch 78, you know, all day long, and then I just skip every other Myers movie until 2018. But I like 4. But yeah, I don't know. But I still like the masks. Like, it's what got me into like latex masks and stuff. Like, I care way more about monster masks and stuff now. It's like evolved into something totally different. But I enjoy going back, especially during October. Like, I have a bunch of Myers orders and like rehauls and stuff like that. And I'm happy that I get to do it and all that, but it can really burn you out. Like, when you only have so much time, and you work, and then you have this whole other business that you're trying to run that's all like monsters, then everyone only wants to pay money for Myers. And it's like, well, I mean, okay. But during October, like, when there's like, you know, the Halloween vibes and all that, like, I do still enjoy like painting the Myers masks, and the masks look cool. Like, the Kills mask looks cool, the 2018 mask looks cool. So, you know, it can take or leave the movies half the time, but I do enjoy painting the masks. But yeah, like a Scream mask, like, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just get the one from Fun World. It's $10 and it looks just like the one in the movie. Like, there's nothing you can do with that mask. And, I mean, and then there's people right now with 60 Scream masks on their wall that are just like totally clenching their fists. But it's a Fun World mask.
Yeah.
Just get it. It's $10.
And Fun World is out of stock of Ghostface costumes and masks and everything. There will be no more 25th anniversary costumes.
Yeah.
Ever?
Not this year.
Yeah,
Well,
not this year.
Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
They were really
I
cool
was in
looking.
there.
They were gone in like 8 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. I wish we'd have had
More.
400.
Yeah, if we
times.
could have had 300-400 of them, we would have. But
Yeah, we got
didn't.
100, but
And yeah, so
Yeah.
there's that.
So, yeah, no more Ghostface stuff. All right. I guess now we know how Christy feels about
Everybody's gonna
Halloween
be like,
Kills.
everybody's gonna hate me now.
Yeah. So
and-
do not email me about anything on this show.
I know maybe it's because I'm older and I grew up with the 80s ones, and maybe I'm just nostalgic on those and I just really like those, and that's just where I'm stuck at. Maybe that's just what it is. But I really don't like where they're taking Michael Myers and what they're doing with it now. I hate it. So
If he goes to space, that is going to be
That'd
the
be rad.
best
laugh my
thing
butt off.
ever.
I would love it. I don't know, but it'd be so cool if they just well, what would be even cooler than an H3 remake is if they just extended that timeline. Like if they made a H3 sequel with Tom Atkins like as old as he is now, and like a post-apocalyptic world where like almost all the kids and most of their parents got killed. And yeah, like Connell Cochran's like spirit is back or something, and like something's going, and they could use the whole mask thing that they have to talk about COVID. They could subliminally put it in there somehow. Like I'm really trying to put it out into the ether and manifest an H3 sequel directed by David Gordon Green, because I would love that. It's not going to happen, but I would love
Please let
that.
it happen, Universal.
Yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis said something like I saw people were posting where it was like how like Michael Myers fans will be very disappointed in the direction that Halloween Ends goes, and I'm like, Halloween 3, pissing everybody off.
Wow.
Yeah, but it won't happen. It
No,
would be
it
so
won't.
cool though.
No, I think they just need to finish this storyline with Michael. They're going to reboot it no matter what. But let's see how much fun we could at least get before they reboot it.
Let's do a Halloween 3 Halloween 3 remake that has Michael Myers in it too. Can we do that?
Oh yes,
Like,
there we go.
Since
So
since
what if
they've
like
established
Michael's mask is part of the line?
No, well, I don't know, but like they've established that those silver shamrock masks are like in the Myers universe now. So like let's let the next year be like they have like these new masks or whatever, and like you could do some like Thorn trilogy bullshit, but it's like silver shamrock bullshit. And I don't know. Let's do that. Michael Myers Halloween 3 remake. If you don't do it, you're
Okay,
something
I'm
I
so
shouldn't say
down
on
with
the
that.
podcast.
I'm down with that.
We could get Dante and do a fan film.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Let's do it,
I'm
Dante.
gonna do a fan film.
I'll write it tonight. I'll get started.
All right, so the GoFundMe page is going up.
We don't have Tom Atkins on board yet, but
Right.
we're gonna work on that.
We can make it happen.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yes, he is.
Okay,
Cool. Would that be
well,
a 30-minute fan film with Tom Atkins?
yeah.
Love it.
Hey, we can get Dante to do it. He's down. Okay, well, there's that then. We didn't get to watch Chucky last night because we had
We had
friends in town. So we're going to recap that next week. We'll watch a couple of episodes and then
I'll have
go
to
over
rewatch it.
You got to watch it.
I got to watch it last night. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the route that they're going.
See?
Because
Because they're making a good storyline.
yeah, I would say
That's
they're
why.
not overdoing. They're not overdoing it. Like they're allowing the characters, like the kids, to be like the main part.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that like none of the old characters come in until at least episode 7. That's what I'm hoping.
So specific.
Yeah.
Well, they're already
Episode
Exactly.
7, I'll
there's
accept it.
10
Anything else?
There's 10 episodes, so I'm like, let these kids like run it.
Yeah.
Like they do talk about Nika.
What are they doing?
in
Stranger
this
Things
past
now?
episode.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
You haven't seen Stranger Things?
No, I've seen Stranger Things, unfortunately, but
Oh.
I haven't seen
You
Chucky.
just said
I
unfortunately.
hate Stranger Things.
See?
I hate Stranger Things.
You're not
Alright.
a true horror fan.
Hate mail for him now. He just said he hated Stranger Things.
Stranger
But yeah.
Things is crap. It's propaganda, and that's why you like it.
Propaganda.
You've been tricked into liking it.
But no, I
Dylan at nightmaretoys.com.
Yeah.
Thank God that doesn't exist.
That's where his email
yeah,
goes.
we're gonna make this email happen right now.
Nope.
But yeah, I think you guys will like Chucky. The costume he wears for Halloween is hilarious.
That's what I've heard. I've seen
Is
people say that.
hilarious.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
Oh, Chucky
watch
wears a
it.
costume. For
Yeah,
Halloween?
it's hilarious. But
well,
yeah, it was fun.
There's only one Chucky movie. It's called Child's Play. Period. And it wasn't made. Aubrey Plaza's not in it.
There's only one Michael Myers movie, Halloween 1978. That's it.
I can get on board with that. I could do without. You could take away 2018 if you also took away every other Myers movie, and in place of that, gave me a cool anthology film like they should have
Okay,
done.
I'm down with that.
There's only 3.
I'm good with that.
We'll never get those. But I kind of feel like we never got them, but I almost feel like it'd be cooler if they're all super Halloween themed, but at least we have like Prince of Darkness and like In the Mouth of Madness and all those other movies that like Carpenter got to make. I almost feel like that it scratches that itch for me. But it's like, think of all the cool ideas and cool movies that they could have made if people were cool and like and like liked creativity and not just seeing the same crap over and over again.
I did just watch Movies That Made Us on Netflix. They just put out
right.
season 3, and they did Halloween.
I
so
watched
that's
that
really
episode
interesting.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I'm so
cool.
far behind on that.
That was the only. That's the
I
only
binge watched
episode
that
that I've watched. I
yesterday.
used to watch Toys That Made Us all the time, and
Yeah.
then they did the movies, and I've never watched any of them. But then I saw that they did one on Halloween, so I watched that one. And
It was
that
Halloween,
pretty
Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, RoboCop, and Aliens. So it was really good.
they did Aliens.
hmm
Did they do Alien in another
Yes.
season? Oh, okay.
I think they did. I think they did
On
last
the
season.
second season.
Yeah.
That's another franchise that I only need Alien. Period.
You don't like Aliens?
It's a bad action
That's
movie.
Ooh, okay.
We're on one today. Let's just
Okay,
keep
so,
going.
Dylan at nightmaretoys.com.
Oh, Dylan. I
And then
love Aliens.
If Prometheus was an hour and a half of just Michael Fassbender on the ship alone, it would have been amazing. But then they tried to turn it into a movie, and they
Dude,
failed.
both of those movies are awful.
Yeah, but the first like
They're awful.
I didn't watch
20
any of
minutes
those.
with Michael
Like,
Fassbender is awesome.
I literally can never get through Prometheus. I always fall asleep.
But are you telling me Michael
one and two.
Fassbender
They're all
is not awesome?
I got through Covenant with ease, and then Prometheus is like passed out a half hour in.
Well, I don't remember the names of any of them, but you know which one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
David, the android.
Yeah, he's awesome. I'll watch him. It could be like him, like the movie Moon with Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
If it was that, but with Michael Fassbender as an android, it'd be a way better movie.
Okay.
Down with Aliens.
Okay, so NECA has turned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Universal Monsters.
Excited.
Again. Yeah. I
For
guess they
the
did
third time. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yep. We just ordered Raphael, who is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
They haven't put out the other emails for us to know what the other ones are going to be.
It'll be
I
fun.
find that weird, but
Yeah. Well, there's like a history with the Ninja Turtles toys of doing all kinds of weird like
Different characters.
Yeah, just like variants. Like I have
they
this
did
like
superheroes.
yeah, there was like this like New Frontiers one or something too that I had as a kid, and I think I still have somewhere where like one's like I think it's Raphael or someone has like he's like Davy Crockett with like a what are they, raccoon tail
Yeah.
hat.
Oh, yeah.
And I think like Michelangelo is like a Native American chief, and
Wow.
it's a whole like a whole series of like these New Frontiers things. So like there's just this whole history with turning the turtles into weird toys. So I mean, hey, anything Universal Monsters or Ninja Turtles, I'm gonna be on board with. So
I was Mikey has to be the creature. Has to be the creature.
Guess we'll find out.
state your reasons.
yeah.
Because Michelangelo is the only one that matters. No,
Mike-
I was.
Mikey's my favorite.
Are we going to debate Ninja Turtles now?
We're
or-
about to. No, I was. I'm just interested to see which ones they do.
Well,
Right.
Michael Myers, Michelangelo Myers.
Dude, that'd be rad if they
No, it
took
wouldn't.
the turtles as the serial killers.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Like
if
if,
they
like
did,
if
a
Raph was like
Jason,
Freddy and Leo was Jason.
yeah, you'd have to make Michelangelo Michael though.
Yeah.
Make it
All right.
happen.
Make it happen.
Manifested.
NECA, make it happen.
All right. So next week's episode, we'll debate Ninja Turtles again, Chucky, and we'll give you an update on Nightmare Cafe.
I guess we need to debate aliens as well.
Way you go, Dylan.
If that means I have to watch it, it's not happening.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm completely out on that.
I hate that movie.
Are we watching a movie for next week? We
not
we
get
fell
ahead of
so far
ourselves.
If you're
behind on that the
watching
last
Chucky and
time.
all that,
Yeah, let's watch Chucky.
Chucky? Okay. I could do that. Because, that'd be 2
We'll just-
episodes, right?
Yeah, Dylan will have to watch 3 episodes.
Yeah. Don't slacker. We should
You
make him
know
watch
what
the
it
entire movie
is.
series again.
all right, yeah, no.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. So this episode will be up soon. Well, I guess
If you're listening,
Yeah,
to
if you're
this,
listening.
it's over.
It's over.
it's on. So-
Surprise!
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.